Anthropic CEO Dario Amodi, the head of the company behind AI model Claude 4, has a blunt warning, telling the website Axios half of all entry-level, white-collar jobs could be wiped out by artificial intelligence within 5 years.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the CEO of Anthropic, who's behind a chatbot called Claude, a man by the name of Dario Amodi, saying that over the next 5 years, 50% of all white-collar entry-level jobs will be done away with. They'll be wiped out. Now, some are going to say that's fear-mongering. It won't happen so quickly. I don't believe it's fear-mongering. I think that that's right on point. AI is advancing so quickly, so rapidly, we can't keep up. And that's by design, because AI is designed to think, to learn, to adapt. And with each passing day, it's going to learn more and more and more and more, which will further accelerate the rate of development. Now, we are far way away from having fully autonomous AI, meaning you could put the AI in a robot and it's human. We are a long way away from that. It could happen, but no time soon. I doubt that I'll see that in my lifetime. But what I will see is AI that is advanced enough to take over a lot of human jobs. A lot of these jobs, if you're working at a computer and you have one of these devices that jiggle your mouse for you, that job right there, that'll be taken away within the first 5 years of this whole advancement. I'm pretty sure of it. If your job is so non-human focused to where you could be there or not be there and the job still gets done, AI will take over. And before I go too deep into it, let's get to the actual news clip. Of course, I will link to the clip in the description box if you want to see it and hear it without my commentary. If you're on IG, Facebook, etc., visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
A blunt new warning for American workers. Artificial intelligence is about to wipe out millions of jobs. One expert says a bloodbath is looming. So we asked, what, if anything, can workers do now to protect their careers?
What you can do is get a job that AI cannot really replace as of yet. I'll talk about that a little bit later.
This morning, a major tech CEO is sounding the alarm about the technology he's spearheading. Anthropic CEO Dario Amodi, the head of the company behind AI model Claude 4, has a blunt warning, telling the website Axios half of all entry-level, white-collar jobs could be wiped out by artificial intelligence within 5 years, potentially driving the unemployment rate up to 20%.
Now, I don't know if you have that high of an unemployment rate. I don't know about that, because you may have jobs that are taken away by AI. That does not mean that other jobs won't pop up. And also, here's something else. Americans will have to shift. That's just the bottom line. Not only Americans, but the entire world has got to shift. Because if we shift, then they shift as well.
He says industries most at risk include law, marketing, tech, and finance.
These new generative AI technologies pose a real risk to early career knowledge jobs.
In recent months, AI has shown stunning capabilities, from generating hyper-realistic fake videos to diagnosing rare diseases through data analysis. The state Supreme Court in Arizona is even using AI-powered avatars to act as reporters and summarize court rulings.
So that right there is not a real person. That is an AI-generated image, an avatar. It's a bot. And people are watching these bots and like it's a real person, but it's not a real person.
AI colleague Daniel and I will be bringing you regular updates.
AI's rapid rise could bring real benefits, but also real disruption. The people most likely to be hit first, young, college-educated workers in their first jobs, before they've built experience or seniority.
Who don't yet have the work experience to be a sort of a manager of a team of AI agents.
Some major companies already downsizing. Walmart cutting 1,500 corporate jobs, part of a technology-led restructuring. Microsoft laying off 6,000, saying it's aligning for the AI era. So how can you protect your career? Experts say double down on what AI struggles with, making human connections and doing things in person.
If you can do your job locked in a closet with a computer, those are the things that are more worrying for AI. Things that have to be in person and really with people tend to be safer.
And learn to work with AI, not against it.
It's really important that you've mastered your craft, your area of expertise, augmented by this technology.
Anthropic's CEO is pushing lawmakers to get up to speed on AI and urgently look at ways to regulate this technology.
All right, so there we go. This is on Good Morning America, talking about AI taking over quite a few jobs. So again, the CEO of Anthropic behind the chatbot Claude says 50% of white collar, keyword, white collar entry-level jobs done within 5 years. Now, I think that's the truth. And I've been seeing this coming for a long time. I knew this day would be here where AI would take over a lot of these jobs. Like I said, if you got to work from home, remote, and you got a mouse jiggler because you're not really working, that job will not be there that long, in my humble opinion, because you're not even working, yet the job's still getting done and you're getting paid. So how is that happening? All they're going to do is put a bot right there and start paying you your big salary to do nothing. That's going to be a thing in the future, if not right now. But blue collar jobs where you got to use your hands, where you got to create things, where you got to make things, where you got to go to someone's home, where you got to see them in person, those jobs are not going to be affected. If you're a barber right now, how is AI going to take your job? It can't. As far as I know, AI cannot cut hair. AI cannot twist somebody's braids or wash their hair or give them a massage or nothing like that. They can't. AI cannot give somebody a coconut or cucumber, whatever, facial. They can't do that. And with even what I do, you might be able to make a video of me, I suppose, my AI facsimile. You could put that on the internet, but it's not going to do anything beyond what I do because it can't be me. The AI bot of me is not me. You understand? When you're talking about AI bots of news reporters, that's easy because they're not going to get personality. They're not going to really be humorous. It's just going to be, okay, a picture video of them just saying basic things. That's not going to be able to replace guys like me. But if you have a channel or if you're a news reporter and you're bland and straightforward and you don't really matter as far as the content succeeding or not, you'll be replaced. But like I said, if you want to protect yourself from this, you need to have a skill, have a career in which it cannot be replaced with AI. Do things with your hands. And to the young guys especially, please, please, please get into the trades. Get into the trade skills. I've been saying this for years, even before AI was really a thing. I've been saying it. I said, look, you need to get into carpentry. You need to get into HVAC, plumbing, welding, truck driving. You have to get into these things because, first of all, we need it. We're trying to import the whole third world into the USA to do those things for us because a lot of us ain't going to want to do it, or a lot of us aren't industrious enough to create ways where that industry is more profitable. Prime example, general contractors. Okay, these guys are going to get a bunch of the Mexicanos coming over here doing the work. Why can't we do it? Why can't we do it? A big part of the reason is that they get paid next to nothing. But also, are we interested in that kind of work in a serious way to make it affordable for the homeowner to buy something that we make, but also profitable? There needs to be innovation in that space from Americans for Americans, because if we don't, we're pretty much doomed. We can't rely upon the third world to do everything for us. AI is going to take a lot of these desk jobs. We're going to have no choice but to go back to more of a blue collar way of living, more manufacturing, more creating things, building things, improving things, fixing things physically in the real world. Have a service-based job. If you're a young lady, nursing, I swear by nursing. That's the best thing for y'all. I got so many friends, family, etc. in nursing, and they love it. And you could do it for as long as you want. You can make whatever kind of money you want. It's all up to you, whether you want to be a travel nurse, whether you want to be something else in the healthcare industry, you want to be a pharmacist, you want to do the sonograms. That is a whole big industry that cannot yet be taken over by technology. Now, as I close, I want to say this. Again, it's not about fear mongering right now. I think everybody should get into a career field that makes the most sense for them and get into a field that cannot be done by a robot. It cannot be done by a machine. If you do that, you'll be fine. But if you're trying to work from home, customer service, or a thing that a computer could do just as easily as you can do it, you're in trouble. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about AI taking 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs in just 5 years? Is that an exaggeration? Is that fear-mongering? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I don't think it's exaggeration. I don't think it's fear-mongering. I think it's the 100% truth. The 100% truth. And it's a warning. If you're not ready for it, you got to get ready, because AI is not coming down the pipeline. It's not a thing that's a long way away. It's here right now. Jobs are being taken over by technology right now. And that's always been the case. There's always been technology that came about because at one point we didn't have all this farm equipment. We didn't have all these things that makes our lives easier. We didn't have washing machines, dishwashers, all that kind of stuff. Things were done by hand. You had a washing board outside, clothesline. Like, my mom used a washing board. Okay, it wasn't a washing machine, nothing like that growing up. My grandma had an outdoor toilet. I mean, you saw Shannon Sharp talk about they had outdoor toilets in the 80s. So a lot of the things we have right now, a lot of the technology is relatively new. And as we get further into humanity and this beautiful advanced country of the USA, we're going to get more and more and more and more technology. You got to figure out where you fit in this hyper advanced world full of technology. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.